His Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube channels are only a part of the equation. There's 3 Netflix films and his Thinking of Youth lifestyle streetwear brand that he is rocking right now here in person on The Rich Eisen Show. Pride of Toronto himself, King Batch. Good to see you, sir.
Thank you.
So do I call you, what do you prefer to be called?
I just go by Batch.
Batch.
Or you could call me Andrew.
Andrew, but it sounds, again, we've just met.
Right.
It sounds to me Andrew is like something you're called by a family member if you've gotten into trouble.
Exactly.
Like Andrew? Like that's the sort of...
Yeah, so I played sports in high school. And in sports, they usually call you by your last name.
Okay.
Bachelor it was too long for my coach to say, so they would just call me Batch.
Batch.
Yes.
Where did the King come from?
King came from a high school project I was doing. It was a history project. I was the only one that dressed up. I took it above and beyond, and I wore the royalty, the cape, and everything. And then my teacher's like, "Oh, look at King Batch," and I was like, "Ooh,
that works.
That's gonna make me a lot of money one day."
That's called branding. The branding light bulb went over your head.
Yeah.
What was the project that you were as the King for?
I can't even remember. I just know it was 9th grade. And I probably failed it because I just wanted to entertain my class. I was a class clown.
Because it sounds like, again, my oldest son, when it came time for like a history project this year in his 4th grade, he wanted to dress up as the character.
Oh.
And I realized right then and there, it's because he thought that was an easier way out than actually studying who the person, the historical figure is. And I'm like, you've got to do more than just put on an outfit.
Right. You got to do the work.
That's what you were doing.
Yeah, I was just putting on the outfit.
Okay, so if he comes home...
Wow, it makes sense now.
I was about to say, it's all you got to do is just like do it for a king. He comes home as King Zan, 18 million Instagram followers later, boom.
Boom,
there you have
baby.
it. Fantastic.
Yeah.
So Batch, King Batch, Andrew, that's either one.
Yeah. Either one.
Dealer's choice.
Yeah.
Right here on The Rich Eisen Show. So you are from Toronto.
Yes.
How'd you make it to Los Angeles?
Parents. They just moved. So my parents came from Jamaica, went to school in Canada, York University.
Okay.
And then, so they went from hot to cold, and the cold was too cold, so they wanted to go back to hot. So they went to West Palm Beach.
Okay. And how'd you get your start?
How'd I get my start?
Yes, sir.
Oh, my gosh. That's a long story. I knew I wanted to do acting since I was in the 3rd grade. And your son was in the 4th when...
That's right.
Right?
Okay.
So I was in the 3rd grade.
Hold on, I should take notes.
Take notes, because this is how it happens.
Okay, this is how it happens. Okay.
I knew... I was watching, I think it was The Mask or some movie with Jim Carrey, or it was Ace Ventura. I don't know, whichever one came first. And I just wanted to do what he was doing.
Jim Carrey was your inspiration.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I just wanted to do what he was doing. I didn't know what it was called. I just said, I want to do that. And parents told me that was acting. And ever since then, that's called acting, young Andrew. And then ever since then, that was my goals. And I just didn't know how I was going to do it. So I took acting classes. I got ripped off at some acting schools.
What do you mean?
Wow, can I put them under the bus? Cool.
Well, I mean, look, man, that's your career call. But, as a host of a show that trades off sort of stuff like this, please, there's a bus, throw them under it.
John Robert Powers. Exposed.
Boom. What happened?
Okay,
there?
So I went to this school, West Palm Beach, and they have campuses all over. And they're claiming.
By the way.
Yeah.
That's your West Palm Beach. That's the start. I mean, happened in Florida. Okay, next.
Now they get it.
Yeah. Okay.
So we're paying like thousands of dollars for these acting classes
in West Palm Beach, Florida.
Palm Beach.
What could possibly go wrong from here? I don't understand. Okay, so.
And they're saying like, oh yeah, everybody trains. Shia LaBeouf trains here and da-da-da-da.
Wow.
This gets better because that's where he learned how to do his thing.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is what they do. This is the big scam. All right. It gets better. Okay.
Yeah.
So they don't fly us out to New York. They say, hey, so we got a thing in New York. We're going to have 50 agents come out. And you guys perform your monologue, and you may get discovered. But you got to buy your own plane ticket and all that. So we buy our plane tickets. We go to New York. We all sign up. It's like $1,500 for this thing. And it's like...
That's serious coin.
400 people there, right? Like kids.
Yeah.
Like from each like different states. Like they have John Robert Powers all over the United States.
Uh-huh.
So we're all there, and we're all nervous, and we're all like doing our monologues. And then we do the callbacks, and I got 20 agents that wanted to sign me. and I got a scholarship to some acting school. Came to find out all those agents were fake. They were fake agents.
Fake agents?
Yes.
And,
John Robert Powers.
And nothing happened.
Wow. Nothing happened.
So then how'd you get your big break? Like, what was your
I just kept going. So that was just a bump in the road.
What was that, like Vines? Or was that,
so after
your big break?
So that was like when I was 15. And we would go around and we'd perform at different malls. So I'm still like doing the craft. I'm still like learning on the way. Florida State University, track and field there. And at Florida State, I started making YouTube videos. That's when it started. Then I started doing stand-up comedy. Then I moved out to LA, more YouTube videos, and then Vine came out. And then Vine was my like big break.
That was your big break?
Yeah.
7 seconds a pop. That's about it,
yep,
right?
Yep, 6.5 if we want to be exact.
Spoken like a true connoisseur of the medium.
Yeah.
It is amazing how 6.5 seconds, if you do it right and you continue to do it, and it catches fire. I mean, you have over 2 million followers on Twitter, 18 million on Instagram right now. That is a serious platform that you have, Batch. There's no question about that.
Yeah.
And Florida State, you ran track for Florida State?
We won nationals 3 times in a row. When I was there.
What was your...
I did the high jump.
The high jump?
Yeah. I jumped 7 feet, 2.5 inches.
Could you do that right now?
Impossible.
No way.
No way.
What do you mean?
I'm old.
But I understand. How old are you?
I'm 31.
When was the last time you high jumped?
2010. They don't have that equipment out anymore.
It's about to say.
Is high jump still an event still?
I'm sure it's got to be. I guess it's one of those things where you need the run up.
Right.
You need the setup. You need the landing area.
Right.
And then you need, what else do you need? You just need the hops, right?
You need the hops. July 27th, I'm doing a track meet. Yeah, but it's a charity track meet. Logan Paul, another YouTuber.
Sure.
He said he's the fastest YouTuber, and he wants to bet $100,000 on it. So I'm about to win $100,000 on July 27th.
I hope you take him for all he's worth, to be honest with you, Batch. I don't know if I could say stuff like that, but
I just found your high jump video.
You found it?
There's a high jump video?
Impressive.
I'm good, right?
7.2.5.
That's talent.
Cleared it.
The logo of the show is me running the 40-yard dash in my suit that I do every year at the NFL Scouting Combine.
What time is that?
On the mug?
I've seen the video.
On the mug?
Yeah, what time is that on the mug?
I would say this is my fastest. When you say
5.94.
Certainly, since the image is photoshopped to have my awkwardly angled right leg put underneath my body in a much more respectable position.
Let me see again.
Here it is, right there.
Yeah, that's really good.
Thank you, Batch. I appreciate that.
You could do like a Tom Cruise movie.
I'm 3 years younger than Tom Cruise right
Just
now.
don't fight Tom Cruise like Bieber.
Leave that to Bieber.
Yeah, just leave it to Bieber.
That's not going to happen, is it? Is that really happening? Is that really happening, Cruise versus Bieber?
Dana White said he had an actual phone call about it.
That's crazy.
What's the one thing, King Batch here in the Rich Eisen Show, what's the one thing that you had an idea for to put on YouTube or put on something and you thought, that's too much for me to even do?
Oh,
Where you
I can't even say it here.
You can't even say
it's too much.
Is that really?
Because this is what I realized about comedy. Most comedy offends someone, right?
True.
If it's that's what comedy is. But you have to know what your limitations are.
Okay.
So when I'm doing comedy, I've learned this through mistakes that I've made, that you can't do what's going up in here. You have to do what everyone finds acceptable. Because if you do too much and you really say what you want to say, you're going to offend the wrong people, and those people are going to come back and
it lives on the internet forever.
And then you're hashtagged on Twitter, and then you're canceled. And then
so you can't even say into a microphone what you have.
I can't even, because they'll take the clip and they'll run it.
Okay. Well, then what's the one that you're most proud of then? That you've done?
The most...
That you're like, I'm glad I did that. Anything you've done, YouTube,
yeah,
whatever.
there was I did a parody of Denzel Washington on the movie Flight and the movie Equalizer and the movie Fences.
Okay.
And those are my favorite videos, the Denzel Washington.
So you do a good Denzel?
It's okay.
Because I mean that's one of those where if you don't stick the landing, to use I guess the track and field phrase.
Yeah.
Do you want to try it?
Try
right
what?
The Denzel right now.
Okay, all right. Huh? You want me to channel Denzel Washington?
Can you tell me how Denzel will have Denzel tell me what's going on in Toronto, your native Toronto, with Kawhi Leonard coming to Los Angeles? Can you do that right?
Okay, all right. So this is what Kawhi is doing, my man. He won a championship already. Okay, all right. He won another one. Okay, all right. Now he wants to win a third. I don't know what he's trying to do. I don't know what's going on in his head. Huh? He's trying to break a record, but the record can't be broken.
King Batch, everybody. Fantastic. Rim of the World is just one of 3 Netflix projects that are Coffee and Kareem.
Yes.
With Taraji P. Henson, right?
And Ed Helms.
Ed Helms. That's neat.
Yeah, that was fun.
Okay. Holiday is with Emma Roberts and Christian Chenoweth.
Yes.
These are some great cohorts that you've got going on.
I'm working. I'm not a Viner anymore.
And
I'm a real actor.
you are.
Wow.
I mean, the clip we just showed is longer than 6.5 seconds.
I made it.
We just showed that of Rim of the World as
Yes.
well. And what do you enjoy about doing what you're growing into right now, Batch?
I just love the creative freedom that most of these directors give me, and I get to play characters like Jim Carrey. Like, I haven't gotten to that level where I can play those crazy characters yet.
Sure.
But everything's it's a building. You know what I mean? So I'm on that ladder and I'm climbing to the top. But yeah, I just love playing different characters.
And then you're wearing right now, you're Thinking of Youth lifestyle streetwear brand. That's what TOY stands for right now,
Thinking
right?
of Youth.
Where'd you come up with this idea?
Because if you think about it, the youth, that's the future. So we want to shape and shift the youth so they can make a better future.
And that's you're putting on your clothes right now.
Yeah.
I love that idea. And then on the end of this month on IFC, executive produced by John Legend, Sherman's Showcase, a sketch series. Now that I would think is totally up your alley.
It is.
Sketch series. When you want to talk about Jim Carrey, I mean, obviously, that's where he got his big, huge start before all the films. On In Living Color.
Yeah, and now sketches. Here's the thing: the sketches now are changing now because people are doing them so much. So now it's becoming like real shows. So that's what's good about this show, Sherman Showcase.
Well, of course, and I need to tell you that sketches 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes long. That's the stuff that I follow a lot of sketch shows on social media. Just seeing it in the palm of my hand.
Yeah,
on Twitter feed or something
my
like
favorite people, of course, Chappelle Show, and Key and Peele.
Key and Peele. Let me tell you something. We had Key on here, right, and we're constantly knocking on Jordan Peele's door. The video of them doing the mock Monday Night Football players announcing themselves and what school they are from is one of the funniest videos I have ever seen.
It's hilarious.
That is one of my favorite. And Key, when he came on the show, said that came out of Jordan Peele's mind overnight. And he came in they came up with this idea to do that. And he said that Jordan Peele came in the next day with about 3 different sheets of fake names for them to use.
No way.
It's amazing.
It's crazy. I did one episode of their show, and we actually sold the show to Fox like maybe 4 or 5 years ago.
Right.
A long time ago. But yeah, they're great guys.
Well, good luck to you. Batch, come back. Hopefully this will be first of many times you come here, and we'll just chop it up like we just did. I mean, so you got 3 again different platforms: Twitter, Instagram, and then your YouTube channel, Bachelor's Pad TV. You've got Rim of the World, Coffee and Kareem, Holiday on Netflix, Sherman Showcase coming up on IFC. You got your new comedy single, HTH. My gosh, and then your lifestyle brand.
Yeah.
I think I hit it all right.
You hit it all.
I just pulled a hamstring doing that. I need to hydrate. But thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
You got it. At King Batch on Instagram and Twitter. Andrew Bachelor, a.k.a. King Batch, a.k.a. Batch. The King, right here on The Rich Eisen Show.
For more of The Rich Eisen Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV for free on BR Live or download The Rich Eisen Show app.